Good afternoon, everybody. It's August the 3rd, third day of Vlogust, and it's almost 1 in the afternoon. I've been working all morning on the computer on my radio stations. I have 2 radio stations online, and right now I'm involved in a project I'll talk about another day that's I have to work on every day for a while to get the whole issue resolved. But anyway, I'm done with that for the day, and I'm getting ready to fix some lunch. But first, I wanted to show you this thing here. So I don't know, apparently if you get these or whatever, the Nielsen rating company that rates, I guess, radio stations, seems to love me because they're always inquiring as to what I listen to. I feel like I've done the Nielsen ratings 1,000 times in my life, and I feel like I just did it last year, and then this year I got a thing a while ago where they have you fill something out and you send it back and they give you a few dollars, and then they give you like $10. I did that one, and so now I got this other one again. I've had this before too, so like a month later, this little diary that you fill out of what your radio station listening is for the week, you know, and when you send that back in, they give you $10. So I usually do it because, I mean, you end up getting like 20 something, $25, whatever, altogether for doing it. So why not? It's just kind of funny because I really listen to my own stations most of the time, so that's what I end up writing down, but good for me. Anyway, I'm gonna make lunch. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'm gonna use this organic Greek pita flatbread multi-grain. I get this at Sam's Club, and I kind of get it a lot because I end up liking it for it to make sandwiches with. And it's multi-grain, which, being diabetic, I want to eat a lot of like whole grain and multi-grain things because they have a lower glycemic index. And I'm going to make a chicken sandwich, buffalo chicken sandwich. I'm also using this really delicious wasabi mayonnaise that was given to me by a friend who, I guess she didn't like it, which is odd because she likes wasabi, but I love it. Do you like wasabi? If you don't know what wasabi is, it's just Japanese horseradish. So same thing. So it's like a horseradish mayonnaise. Some buffalo chicken and some cheddar cheese and some of this here spring mix. And it's a large sandwich, but this is you know, it's a whole meal. So all right, lunch is served. So I'm going to eat, and I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. So it's a little bit after 2, and I'm going to go to the beach. And I know y'all have been waiting for that. But first, a pit stop at the Mini Mart, gas station Mini Mart, for some iced coffee. And the real trick here is to find an iced coffee that doesn't have 6,000 tons of sugar in it, or preferably no sugar in it. And this one doesn't have any sugar, so we could just add some fake sugar to it. I'm walking through the Fort DeRusi area of Waikiki to get to the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Now, this is the beginning of the Hilton Hawaiian Village, which is actually a complex of buildings. And normally it would be very nice to walk through that. It's very pretty to get to the beach on the other side of it. However, of course, during this coronavirus pandemic, it is closed down and blocked off, so you can't walk through the property. So we will walk down this beach access little road thing here on the way to the ocean. So I think something that you have to notice as we come up on the beach here is how empty it is. I mean, in normal times, this beach would be full of people. So one of the, while it's very sad that everything is closed down, and I hope we're able to return in some point. One thing I have really had the opportunity to enjoy is Waikiki Beach with hardly anyone on it and hardly anyone in the water, and it is an amazing experience. And something else I've been experiencing and haven't figured out how to fix, as you can tell, is that this video is upside down, and I know there are a couple other ones that are going to be upside down, and I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. Okay, I'm back from the beach. It's like 4:15, and I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to lay down for a few minutes, and then maybe I'll take a nap or fall asleep. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't done any. I have 2 tasks today on my schedule, other than my normal computer work that I have to do, which is to sew buttons and to prepare for the mock interview tomorrow with the Miss Houston USA contestant. So I haven't done any of those, and I will do those after I shower and take a nap. Or whatever. I may not take a nap. And before I do anything else, let me turn my Monster Frankenstein melt on, full of a whole bunch of leftovers of various candles. I've had it on for a couple days and then just turned it off last night and let it get hard again. But let's do it tonight and see how long will it take, do you think, for this all to melt? Because this is pretty thick in here. I'm going to say 2 hours. It's like 4:15 or 4:30, so by 6:30, I'm going to say it's melted. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Okay, so much excitement happening here at the House of Pleasure. Gonna try this needle threader, see how this goes. Never had one that looked like this before, and find buttons for these 2 shirts. Let's see, I need something kind of like that and something kind of like this. I don't care if they're exact matches, but whatever. And what I do is I have a whole bunch of buttons here in this old Halloween candle thing, empty candle thing. So there's an idea which you can do for with your old, what you call it, empty candle containers. There are many things you can do for those of us that burn a lot of candles. This is one. Collect buttons and keep them in here. So you should be able to find something that kind of matches, although I don't care if it matches exactly. And sometimes I have been known, I have a coat in particular where I took all the, that I got at a thrift store, and I took all the buttons off of it and put on mismatching buttons on purpose, and it's kind of cute. So, but I don't care if they match exactly as long as they're kind of something like it. So I had a friend, when I was looking for one of these the other day, I mentioned it to a friend of mine, texting, and he was all like, "That's so stupid, the things Americans think they need, and a needle threader, you can't thread a needle or whatever." I'm just like, I'm gonna watch my language here, but I was like, dude, Okay, clearly, probably you've never sewn anything in your life, so shut the F up. And it can be very hard to thread a needle. And I see how this works now. This is amazing. Watch, you put the needle through this part, right, with that hole, and you get it down here. Then you just put the needle over the little curlicue part like that, and then you just pull it, right? Is that right? Yeah, and then it's pulled through. I shouldn't have pulled it down that far though. But that's it. Like, pull it out, hold it in there, and it's through the needle, and it's amazing, and it's a miracle of modern, I guess it's not that modern, but modern science, whatever. It's great. Great invention. Whoever originally invented that way back in the day. Thank you. So I promise I'm not going to turn this into a how to sew a button on tutorial. Before I get too far, I started sewing it back on, but before you got too far, you can always just see, this is the one I'm sewing. I have I've gone a few times over with it just to see if it is placed right, because you can always just cut it and start again, but that's going to be okay. I'm not looking for perfection. This is the one I'm sewing on. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be fine. So I'll finish this one up. Okay, and there is button number 2. And done. This is a very cool shirt, by the way. It has like all different kinds of patterns on it. I love this shirt. Okay, mission accomplished for task 1. Second task is prepare for the interview tomorrow. So don't need to film that, but I'll just check out some news stories, look at her bio, which she sent to me, and think of some good questions that are both current events and things based on her bio. So, okay, I think that's it. It's probably all I'm going to film today, so we'll catch you tomorrow. Because after I'm done with preparing for that video, I'm just going to eat dinner and then watch videos or movies or something tonight again. Yeah. And I'm not going to upload this today. I'll combine it with tomorrow and upload it then, because I have a Candle Empties video that I need to upload tonight. And I use my phone for everything, so I don't want to be offline for like hours and hours and hours or whatever, have my phone tied up. So I usually upload them when I go to bed. So I'll do that tonight when I go to sleep, the Candle Empties. So that'll be up next. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.